I'll find a way to dead weight off of that thing.
Every year, countless lives are lost within the confines of police custody, raising troubling questions about justice, but none of the victims in this video were prepared for what was about to hit them. Here are 4 shocking examples of when suspects lost their lives in police custody.
Last name? 248. Okay.
Starting out with Xavier Franklin, who was arrested by the Dallas Police Department in connection with a murder investigation. He was 39 years old when he got picked up from his home and taken to the police station for questioning. We can see the cops stop Franklin and ask for his name.
Okay, cool. What's your last name?
Franklin.
I'm sorry?
Franklin.
Last name?
Franklin.
It is Franklin? Okay. Your first name, brother?
Huh?
Your first name?
Xavier. XC.
X.
C. AV. AR.
AR.
IER.
IER.
One thing stood out here. Even though Franklin had all these tattoos on his skin and looked like just another bad guy on the streets, he didn't act like someone who had committed murder. He was so calm, even up to the point he was cuffed and made to get into the squad car. Franklin is taken to police custody, where he waits in an interrogation room for questioning. It was at this point that the tides started to turn. What started out as a routine arrest was slowly turning into a scene we only see in movies. After his interview, Franklin starts to get sick. He seems to be coughing and throwing up for about 10 minutes. And the officials bring in towels and water. They seem to be genuinely concerned about his health, and we can see this as they ask, "Do you have any conditions?"
From what?
Huh?
From what?
Franklin then discloses that he is throwing up blood and claims he is a recovering alcoholic.
I already went to the hospital.
You said you already been?
So I'd rather go.
You'd rather go to the hospital?
I don't know if it was the fact that Franklin was accused of murder or something else, but the paramedics didn't seem to care. There is no doubt that Franklin was in pain and in a very bad condition as he continued to cough, doubling over in discomfort. Minutes later, EMS arrives and checks his vitals. Franklin disclosed that he would like to be taken to the hospital.
What would you like us to do for you today?
I already went to the hospital.
Of course, a hospital would have worked if only he stayed alive long enough. He could barely walk and was visibly struggling. But it was rather late. Franklin Xavier died in the hospital only a few hours after being admitted. The cause of Xavier Franklin's death is still undisclosed, although authorities conducted investigations to find clues about the circumstances surrounding his death. But while they are investigating, we are left wondering, what killed this man, and was it a result of anything the cops did? From the footage, it is unclear if there were any direct actions by the cops or the paramedic that could have harmed him. Although we can admit that they did look a little less concerned about the patient they were to take care of. However, an autopsy was performed on Franklin shortly after his demise, but the results have not been made public, so we do not yet know the cause of the death of this young man. Whatever the results turn out to be will not erase the fact Franklin was dead, and his case had become another statistic.
How long you been feeling bad? This morning? It's real still for me. What kind of medical problems you got?
Pancreatitis.
Who?
Pancreatitis.
Okay.
How long you had that?
Almost a year.
So you drink a lot?
What would you like us to do for you today?
I already went to the hospital.
You said you already been?
So I'd rather go.
You'd rather go to the hospital? All right. Ready?
Despite how tragic Franklin's story is, the next story is even more shocking and tearful.
You need some help?
Where you at?
Huh? You need an ambulance?
North 28th, 2nd Street. 48.
Sweating.
248 North 8th Street. 24.
Ambulance.
Somebody get
Police arrived at the house of Earl Moore in response to a 911 call about firearms in the house. At the door, Samantha Cutler, Earl's brother's wife, told the police that there were no firearms in the house and that Earl was hallucinating after detoxing for many days. He wasn't a bad person or a criminal, just someone who was trying to withdraw from alcohol. The cops' response to her explanation was to call the ambulance, which arrived promptly, and that was where the troubles started.
That's all they do. They're here now, ma'am. It's fine.
Is he just drunk or is he
He's
high?
having alcohol withdrawal hallucinations. He was a severe alcoholic. He hasn't had alcohol in 4 days. He's going through hallucinations from withdrawal.
He's not being violent or anything?
No, he's just seeing stuff that's not there and hearing voices in his head.
Okay. So,
Like, if you guys want to take him in for an evaluation, you're more than welcome to.
do you think it's necessary? Do you think he just needs to...
I think he needs help, yes, because he's seeing stuff that's not there to the point where he's then called 911 saying there's guns.
Well, if you want us to come in and talk to him, we'd be more than happy. Where's he at?
He's in his bedroom on the way back.
What's his name?
Earl.
Earl? It's the police.
48.
Sweating.
248 North 8th Street. 24.
Ambulance.
Somebody get the phone.
What's happening, my man? You know where you're at right now, man?
Home.
Where's home? You know where home is?
North 25th. Stay here with me.
Well, we're gonna stay here, but you're not on North 25th.
You know who the president is? You know what year it is, bud? Yeah.
Let's start with this. You know what your name is? Can you give us that?
Earl 20. Earl Moore.
Earl, what's your last name? What's going on with you, my man? Well, we're gonna have an ambulance come check you out, my man. Make sure you're okay. Looks like you're having some kind of problem.
Shortly after the call, two paramedics, Cadigan and Finley, arrived at the scene, acting unconcerned about the patient's condition. We can all agree from the footage that this is not how paramedics should act, as they are trained to have empathy towards those they care for.
He was up on his bed and he just rolled off onto the floor after he's been slowly stripping off of his clothes. What was his last name?
Moore. He's 35, born in March.
Earl.
What's your birthday, man?
Hey. It's birthday.
This is about all we've been able to get.
Finley was literally heard yelling at Moore to sit up and quit acting stupid. If Moore behaved properly, there would never have been a call in the first place. Finley was impatient, and she only made things worse for Moore. She said, "I am seriously not in the mood for this and we ain't carrying you." She kept pacing and writing in her notepad and made no attempt to find out what was wrong with the poor man. Maybe if Finley had done her job, Earl Moore would still be alive.
I'm gonna let you.
Come on, Earl.
I know you can do it. I've seen you do it.
I swear, no.
Stand up. Use your legs.
Come on, Earl. Get you some help, bud.
Just take the coat with them. I'm not gonna put it on.
I got your coat. Come on.
Sweating bullets.
Nope. We're
Nope.
not doing that.
We gotta, only way we're gonna get you is if we walk through the house.
Come on, Earl.
You're not dead weight.
Maybe we are.
All right.
Get up. Or you can stay here.
If you want to go to the hospital, man, you gotta help us out a little bit.
Earl, are you gonna go or are you gonna stay, bud?
If you're gonna go, you need to get up and walk.
What's up? What's up, bud? Wanna go? Alright.
Then get up.
Come on.
You call him, you obviously know you need the help, you need to get up.
You gotta use your legs, man. You can't just go dead weight on us.
You gotta get up. You called him, obviously you need the help, get up and go to the hospital.
We'll give you the help, bud.
You need the help.
What hospital you wanna go to?
St. John's.
Come on, let's go. Help me up. Let's go. Come on. Help yourself. All right.
1, 2.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Come on,
buddy.
Keep it moving.
Alright, we're moving. We're moving.
Let's keep going. One foot in front of the other.
Come on, buddy. We got you.
We'll hold you up, but you gotta walk forward.
Get your help.
Come on, buddy. We
You
got you.
called him, you need the help.
Now watch the door. I got you. Oh, boy.
Listen to the music.
We're almost there.
Come on, Earl, man. You gotta help us out a little bit. We ain't ever gonna get out of this house.
Officers brought Moore outside to the ambulance, and finally Cadogan strapped him face down on the stretcher, but that was a wrong move on their part. What prompted this strapping position, only these paramedics can tell us, because there was no sign of resistance from the victim. Rather, he was weak and unable to walk on his own. Unfortunately, Moore died just as they arrived at a local hospital. A call for help had turned into a call for death. After an autopsy, Moore's death was ruled a homicide, and Cadogan and Finley were arrested. Officials believe that his death was a result of the tight, face-down strapping position the paramedics put him in. Prosecutors said in the charges that when Moore was on a stretcher face down, Finley and Cadogan tightened the restraints on his back so hard that he died of positional and compression asphyxia and also broke 2 ribs. As odd as it sounds, it's starting to look like the people who were called to save him were the ones who ended him. Could this be simple negligence or just another case of bad luck?
If he gets in there, he'll find his way to dead weight off of that thing.
Oh, you started right good.
Moore's death story went viral, causing an uproar in the Dallas community and beyond. Finley and Cadogan both pleaded not guilty to the charges against them and are currently facing a court ruling for the death of Earl Moore. Meanwhile, civil rights organizations are seeking justice for Moore's killing. Moore's death was painful, but this next victim will make you cry. Roy Whitaker is the second unfortunate human to die in the hands of the Dallas police in this video. Apparently, Roy had allegedly been involved in a hit-and-run earlier on, and an officer had trailed him, trying to get Roy to stop. We can see the police using flashlights to pull Whitaker over. They walk up to his car, ask if he knows why he got pulled over, and ask for his driver's license and where he was coming from. All professional procedures and questions any police officer would ask you when pulled over.
Where you coming from?
Just okay, go.
Okay,
Where's your insurance? Does car have insurance? Does car have insurance?
Yeah, it's through who I make my car payment.
Whitaker steps out of the vehicle and lies down on the ground. He asked what he did wrong, and the officer responded that he hit another car, which he denied and later agreed, claiming that they both hit each other.
Step out the car, Roy. Step out the car, bud. Leave all that stuff over there. Leave it over there. I'm trying to clean. I'm trying to clean. Let me make sure you ain't got no weapons. No knives, no guns. Okay, come on over here. What's this in your hand?
The cops get Whitaker to sit on the floor and run his information, only to find out he has misdemeanor warrants for arrest, then handcuff him. Being a repeat offender, it seems that Whitaker's claim of hitting each other may not hold water, and the cops declared his arrest.
You hit that car.
I didn't hit that car.
I saw you hit that car.
We didn't hit each other, sir.
Okay.
We didn't hit each other.
Okay.
That's why they left. We didn't hit each other.
You hit them.
We didn't hit each other.
I was behind you.
Officer, I
You want me to show you the damage on your car?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on over. Come on over here. You come over with me. You didn't make contact? Okay. What is that? What is that? You told me that was like that?
No, that wasn't like that.
Correct. Because I saw you hit that car. I saw you hit him.
Trying to burn off?
Yeah, but then the other car burned off on us. Come on. Yeah, you did. You took off this way. Have a seat. Have a seat. Let me see if they show up or not. Have a seat. Have a seat. Cross your legs. Put your hands on your knees. Stay right there. Don't move. Yeah, I got it.
Minutes later, Whitaker can be heard coughing. Officials ask him if he has any medical conditions. From the body cam, you could clearly see that all wasn't well with this man. He was old and looked very frail. Did he really hit a car and run? After Roy was cuffed, the minutes that followed were truly life-changing or ending as it turned out to be. He was sick, and so the cops responded by calling an ambulance. It seems that cops might have a difficult dilemma on their hands, which shows in the concern and slight panic in their voices.
What's your condition? What you need help? Do you have any medical issues?
Yeah.
What you have?
Yeah, please help me. Please, let me get on my knees. I'll put them on.
While they wait for the paramedics, they remove the handcuffs from his wrist and place him in the recovery position. It is unclear why Roy Whitaker became so weak so quickly. Was the discomfort a result of the impact of the car hit or an underlying condition? Of course, the cops asked him what was wrong with him, but they got nothing out of him. All he could mutter was, "Please," a cry for help.
Okay, we uncuff him. We're going to keep him on his right side in the recovery position. What should I say?
Uncuff him and keep him in the right side for recovery position.
Exactly. Okay. Hey, boss man. Listen. You listening to me? Hey. I want to put you in the recovery position, all right? We're going to scoot you down off this curb, all right? Scoot you down off this curb. Scoot towards me. There you go. Lay down on your side. You're good. Okay? Lay down on your side. Ambulance is coming. You ain't got to worry, okay? Yeah, huh? Hey, what kind of medical problems you got? What kind of medical problems you got, boss? Okay, well, that is unfortunate. Anything besides that? Okay. Do you take medication? Do you take take medication? When's the last time you got your medication? This morning. How often are you supposed to be taking it? Daily. Okay. Well, at least he's had his meds.
Alpha 215. Can reach 4001.
Just relax. Ambulance is on the way.
Paramedics arrived, and 4 minutes later, Roy was placed on a stretcher and into an ambulance. They also administered CPR to him while he was being transported to the hospital. Unfortunately, Whitaker died about 15 minutes later.
Well, Whitaker, there's their stop sign. I know where.
Let's try to sit up. Come on. I got something here. Sit up, boy.
Okay.
Hey, boy, you got your cuffs back, right? All right, cool.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Sit up.
Alpha 331.
Go ahead.
Roy.
Was there anything these police officers could have done differently that would have saved this young man? I guess we'll never know. The cause of Roy's death is still unknown, but the Dallas police have opened an investigation and notified all the necessary authorities. But an investigation will not bring Roy back to life. As tragic as Roy Whitaker's death is, at least it was carefully and peacefully handled by the police and EMS officials. Unlike this next story, which seems bizarre and mind-boggling. It was a cold Tuesday night in Dallas. Officers Corey Barnes, Mario Hamilton, Rachel Rice, and Ronnie Stacy responded to a distress call from someone closely related to Najera, who was acting strange. By the time the officers arrived, the first responders were already there, trying to calm Najera down.
He's agitated.
Okay.
He doesn't want to listen.
Okay.
He's
Who is
calmed
it?
down a lot.
What's his name?
What's that?
What's his name?
We don't have names.
Okay.
Yeah, what's his name?
Junior.
Hi, Junior. It's Officer Rice. How are you? You doing okay? You want to talk?
Yeah.
Does he understand English? Okay.
Come on.
You want to come take a seat for me? Come take a seat for me, Junior. You're okay. We're gonna take care of you, okay? You're gonna be okay. Hey, Junior, you're gonna be okay, okay? Just come talk to me. Okay. Okay, come talk to me. You're okay.
Najera was screaming at the top of his voice, telling the respondent that his name was Junior. He seemed to be having some sort of hysterical breakdown, but these sets of paramedics were very professional and calm. They kept telling Najera to calm down and sit. Unlike in the case of Earl Moore in the previous story, they promised that they'd take care of him, and even though this was technically their job, it felt good hearing them say that.
I can't see it. I got that one. Oh, he's gonna get another one. Yeah,
Paramedics had to make space for Najera, trying to convince him to exit the doorway and come out for medical attention. But Najera became even more agitated, and the screaming and incomprehensible words took a wild turn.
You've been drinking?
No, cocaine.
Does he live here?
No, down the street where we initially were.
Ran down here?
Yeah. Like, at first he just like didn't really want anything, but I think his wallet's in his pocket. But he like got agitated and we were just trying to let us check him. And then he started freaking out saying like
He looked like he was battling with something we couldn't see with our physical eyes, like someone possessed by a demon. Officers had to use minimal force to restrain him so the medical personnel could attend to him. It is unclear why Najera was so aggressive, but paramedics assumed that he might have been suffering from an overdose. Najera's brother claimed that he had a gun, but the cops did not recover any from a search.
You're okay. You're okay. Calm down, Junior. Hey, Junior, calm down. Calm down, Junior. You're okay, Junior. He's right here. He's okay. You're okay.
Just 10 minutes after Najera was put on the stretcher and loaded into an ambulance for the hospital, the next phase of his struggles kicked in, this time more intensified. It almost feels like he was battling for his life. Najera was having trouble breathing. He was struggling and kicking. He was even biting his own tongue and could have choked himself to death. So paramedics sat him up, and the last thing they could get from Najera was a faint voice saying he was going to pass out, after which he went quiet. A simple call for help has turned into a very tragic death, and whether it could have been avoided remains uncertain. Police believe that Najera went into cardiac arrest and that the responders tried everything they could, but he died half an hour later at the hospital.
Hey.
Oh, y'all give him anything?
No, we haven't given him anything. I was in the second. I just wanted to make sure I got good heart rate and make sure everything's good. Hey, boss man. Okay.
We do not know what killed Najera yet, as authorities have not released autopsy and toxicology results, but investigations are still ongoing into the death in custody of Manuel Najera, and the Dallas County District Attorney's Office will also conduct its own investigation.
Rest 7.